Right, I'm not sure how much of that intro is muted, so I'll reiterate the bans: Nomad 5 ban, speed map by Aim Game, and Nomad 6 low AR map by CS2. We're getting into CS2's first pick, which is hidden to kind of interesting to ban the Nomad low AR map and then go straight into AR8 hidden. But yeah, kind of an unorthodox approach. Bring the speed ban from Aim Game, very appropriate. CS2, obviously a fantastic speed player. Almost surprised to see Nomad 5 banned over DT2 or DT3. Just because I think CS2 will be even more comfortable on those maps. But yeah, still an appropriate ban. I know CS2 can actually play low AR, which makes the hidden 2 pick make complete sense. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure that Aim Game is very comfortable on maps like this. So I think this will be heavy advantage to CS2. But yeah, I'm surprised on the CS Mod 6 ban. Right, getting into this map. Last week the AR8 hidden was pretty flow aim diff spiky on some of the hard sections. But this map, a lot more focused on straight up low AR aim. You have some of these snappy patterns that are actually more comfortable, but a lot of the, and you can see Aim Game finding some struggles, not super comfortable on this type of map. And that's just how AR8 maps goes. If you're not very comfortable, you just miss on absolutely everything. You can see CS2 cruising along through the intro. Some of the squares in this map and some of the linear patterns just hit so much harder than the snappy aim, which is a lot more comfortable. CS2 holding an FC through the halfway point. Aim Game with the slight combo recovery, but pretty much impossible with the act deficit to take this point at this stage. Oh, missing on that brutal flow aim jump section. Okay, with that miss from Aim Game, this is going to be CS2's first point. Very, very solid score. Hitting that, probably the hardest pattern of the map was that flow aim, like half hexagon jump pattern. 700k on the hidden too. Really, really good score. Only that one, I think the 2 misses came from the same section. They're very well done, very high ac as well. Getting into Aim Game, he's going to pick Nomad 2, and that is a fair pick. I think in this situation, in this matchup, CS2 doesn't really have that many weaknesses you can exploit, or any at this starting, so you just have to go for your best maps, and Aim Game, obviously a very strong Nomad 2 flow aim player, is just going to go for the Nomad 2. And I think even if you have a feeling that your opponent can play a map like this, which CS2 will likely be able to play this map, you just have to hope you play your strengths better and bet on yourself in that situation. So this map, very bottom and top heavy. Like, you have a stream section in the middle, in the beginning, and then an aim section in the middle, and then a stream section in the end. So it's going to be very crucial hitting that first stream section, comboing the middle, and then having a good go at the end. Any misses in this intro section are going to be devastating, especially since this is also a 2-minute map. we go. The UAC drops from main game, but still holding the combo. Oh, unfortunately breaking right at the tail end of that stream, and CS2 gets through it. Hitting the cheeky 1/3. At this stage, the spacing gets a lot shorter in this middle section, and it becomes more just general aim consistency. But aim game missing at the end of that first stream section is going to brutally lower his score cap. CS2 still holding as we get into the last quarter. Now, it is possible if CS2 breaks right now and Chain misses on one of the outro streams, aim game with his recovery could come back. CS2 just looking so confident right now. That is pretty much it, just these ending slider jumps to get through. CS2 will be taking this breakpoint in a way that, I mean, I'm pretty sure even if aim game hit that stream pattern he missed on, he would have just lost to accuracy. But it's always the tough aspect of these matchups where you're up against a really, really strong player. You're not just forced in some cases to FC, but to FC even with high accuracy. Now, CS2 goes straight into the DT2. So DT2 a lot more stamina heavy, while still maintaining some flow aim, a bit of basic aim, but 228 BPM, 38 BPM higher than the Nomad 2. I think this is going to be something CS2 is very comfortable on. Still possible to find silly aim breaks, but it's going to test aim game's stamina. Now, I know aim game can play stamina to a certain level, but the real question is it up to this stage? This is already 6.9 stars, so already getting close to the 7-star territory. We'll have to see how warm they are today. This map also has a decent amount of finger control strewn about. Just some doubles, some triples that can trip you up sometimes. Aim game finding a miss on, I think that was a 5-note. Still holding fine accuracy. I do think even if you do have the tapping for a map like this, you might just find random breaks because the aim is not super basic. Lots of missable spots. Right now, CS2 on 99.7. See how long that lasts. And finding a break. Aim game now with a combo advantage, and the accuracies have gotten much closer now. If aim can hold on, he will be building a score lead. Finding it, actually tapping early on that section. Almost over tapping. Looking a little bit shaky. This is a fairly long map, almost 4 minutes. Aim game is going to have to hold on to this combo as CS2 is building up that recovery. Can't tell if aim game's cursor stability or instability is from just having tapping strain or nerves. Could be either, honestly. Still holding that 800 combo now. Oh, missing on that triple section. Potentially his tapping just fatigued. And now CS2 is back with the score lead and the combo advantage. He's now going to start taking this. It did look like it was possible, but just that tapping comfort difference favored CS2 in the end. Aim game actually did, after those few breaks, play the ending just fine. I think had he held on through that section, it could have been a break point. Playing the map fairly well, but CS2, other than that early miss, very, very comfortable. Will now be up 3-0, and I think it is time for the second set of bans. Actually, no, is it 4 picks? No, I think yeah, I think it is still down to aim game's pick. Don't think it's time for the second set of bans yet. But he's going to go for Hard Rock 2, so the 6.5. And a very, very consistent 6.5 this is. Over 3 minutes with no break, just constant 6.5 aim. Really good test of the skill set. Ult, yeah. Yeah, with a map like this, I actually think this is a very good pick from aim game. Just because CS2 is still good at hard rock aim. He's still good at precision. But I don't think it's his favorite thing to play, potentially. We'll have to see how this pans out, but as far as picks you could go for that target something that CS2 isn't as comfortable on, like the tapping, like the reading, like some of the more generic aim, this might be a good strat to go for. Early miss from aim game, maybe adjusting to the small circles. Can be a rough skill set to jump right into an aim game, finding breaks this stage. CS2 looking very comfy, holding 99, not 99 anymore, but yeah, looking good in the intro. Which for 6.5s is always nice to see. Sometimes it can take a little bit of time to settle in to the circle size. Aim game still finding breaks, and CS2 is still holding that FC. Into this section, I think this is probably the hardest part of the map to combo through. A lot of these slider aim patterns, some reverses that can trip you up. CS2 getting through it, and at this point with aim games, breaks, I just don't know if there's a way to recover. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a mispick. Not necessarily because CS2 is FCing, it's always hard to judge what your opponent's going to get, but AM Game themselves not looking super ready to play this map. CS2 does find a break, will not be FCing, but he's already done more than enough building up that score to take this second breakpoint. You will be getting over 700k on this map and the Hidden 2. Always cool to see over 700k on both the AR8 Hidden and the 6.5 Precision. Aim Game not looking super comfortable considering that was his own pick. But now getting into the second round of bans. Really sure what CS2 wants to ban at this stage. He goes for Hard Rock 1. We'll have to ban something out, and yeah, I guess that's something you can ban. Judging from the last 4 maps, oh wait, no, he wanted to pick it. He wanted to pick it, and actually banned it. That's funny. It does happen, I think, other than Core Sace. I haven't really seen tournaments use this format, so maybe just not, yeah, just muscle memory. Does ban DT1, which is, yeah, that is a troll ban, I will say. That's straight up a troll ban. But banning maybe his best map. Or maybe not, actually. I think Aim Game can play a map like that, but that's something you would expect CS2 to FC more times than not. Aim Game will ban DT3. Pretty good ban. The high BPM speed map. Something CS2 will likely be able to play extremely well. So, both of the high AR DTs banned from each player. And now CS2 does indeed pick Hard Rock 1. So 181 BPM, CS 4.9, a bit bigger circles than normal Hard Rock. And very spaced, very consistently spaced. I would say it's much harder than the star rating would imply. Yeah, judging by the how Hard Rock 2 went, I would say this is looking good for CS2 on aim consistency, but pretty different type of map, a lot bigger circles, a lot more spaced. Could play out differently. First miss from Aim Game. Finding several breaks on some of these very spaced patterns. CS2 hitting that. I wouldn't really say there's a hard part in this map. It is pretty just consistently spaced, but one of the harder sections to hit. However, Aim Game has recovered. And it is once again a longer map at 3 minutes 19. Plenty of time to find a recovery here from aim game. But he does need to see that miss from CS2, and it happens. Power is now in aim game's hands. It's that burst. Another miss from CS2. Score lead is going to start quickly recovering, assuming aim game can hold on to this combo. Hitting that section. Now the score lead has flipped. CS2 scores combo is only 100. Aim game can hold on to this combo for, I want to say, like 200 more. This should be a break point. But with a map like this, a miss could happen anywhere. Oh, and there's the break. Aim game now knows he's in the lead. He has to let nerves not get the best of him. Hits that section and CS2 misses. That pretty much does it. Over 100k score lead now, and only an eighth of the map left. With that last break. This one. Aim Game will be the first to break at the beginning of that jump spike section. CS2 will hold. The map is considerably more chill now until the next jump spike section. Looks like both players get through that second div spike. CS2 now above 99.8% AC. I think he found almost all of his accuracy drops in the intro. Now is playing like a metronome. Last aim div spike. Both players looking really good at this ending here, but both players hitting the square as well. And it did indeed just come down to that one miss from Aim Game. But I think even saying that, CS2 would have won off accuracy, getting only 2 100s, both on the intro, I think. So yeah, really well done from CS2. Playing that No Mod 1 extremely well. And, you know, like, only one miss from Aim Game, having good AC, but it's tough to beat that. Aim Game asking for anything to be picked except for Hidden 4. We'll see what CS2 responds with. Goes for No Mod 3. Very cool map. Also a skill set I do think both of these players will be able to play, but CS2 a very strong ult player. Really missed from Aim Game. Compared to last week's No Mod 3, I would say this is quite a lot harder. Last week's being pretty comfortable, but this map, still, I want to say generally the patterns in this map are, for the most part, comfortable, but a lot harder in terms of spacing and BPM. I think it's like 20 BPM faster and it's a little bit more spaced, some awkward patterns. Notably a few like the square pattern that'll come up eventually, but right now both players looking pretty solid at just that early miss from Aim Game, but here is where the map really starts. Miss from Aim Game. Oh, CS2 completely misreading the start of that pattern. He'll pretty much even it out now, because he's still at a bit of a lead, but Aim Game chain missing that cut. Both players hitting the squares. Misses, the chain misses from Aim Game is going to tank his score. He's going to make it a lot harder to recover, especially as CS2 is now back at over 200 combo. CS2 wiggling one of those sack doubles, but another break from aim game. CS2, oh, never mind, he does find a break, but aim game is also on pretty much no combo. Score lead is pretty close to doubled. CS2 does find another break there, but getting into one of the harder sections of the map. See a lot of those cut doubles. Both players hit that pattern. Aim game missing right after. But with the combos evened out and just not much time left, this will likely be GG's for CS2 as we wrap this map up now. CS2 looking to approach that 400k score threshold. Will he get there? It's going to be very close. Just a little bit short. Does win the match 6-1. Aim game with a few really solid scores, notably that Hard Rock 1 breakpoint. But CS2 just playing like a machine, getting several high AC FCs. Difficult to beat that. That'll be GG's for CS2. I'll quickly take a look at the bracket. This is winner's bracket, of course, so aim game will still be in. CS2 is going to move along to verse the winner of Termixo JGLF. Not sure if that's happened yet, but that will be the match there. And aim game will be up against the winner of either Super CZ, Topaz Cowley, or Horo Coca.